Your heart never sleeps. It beats 60 to 100 times per minute, roughly 86 to 144,000 times a day. Pumping life through your entire body, quietly, constantly, and most days we don't even think about it. But I've seen what happens when the heart is under too much strain. When it's struggling to do what it's built to do. When the right fuel isn't there, it can't keep up with its demanding job. And that strain can lead to long-term damage. That's why what you eat matters. Not just for your waistline, but for the very engine keeping you alive. In this video, we're diving into the foods that truly support your heart. Foods that keep it strong, resilient, and ready to do its job. Science-backed, accessible, and yes, delicious. Let's get into it. Every time your heart beats, it's working hard. It's pumping oxygen, nutrients, and blood to every part of your body. But just like any engine, if it doesn't get the right fuel, it can wear down over time. And that's where nutrition comes in. The right foods don't just keep your heart ticking. They support its repair and recovery. So, whether you're trying to prevent heart disease, recovering from surgery, or just living with more energy, let's talk about the foods that can make a real difference. Now, when it comes to supporting your heart, certain foods really stand out. The good news? They're easy to add to your daily meals. Let's kick things off with a powerful category that deserves a permanent spot on your plate: leafy greens. Think of spinach, kale, and arugula as the green superheroes of your plate. These vegetables are rich in natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, a molecule that supports healthy blood vessel lining by helping them relax and widen, thus improving blood flow and lowering blood pressure. They're also packed with powerful antioxidants like vitamin C, beta-carotene, and flavonoids that protect your cells from damage, calm inflammation, and strengthen your immune defenses against harmful bacteria and viruses. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that dietary nitrates from leafy greens significantly improved vascular function and reduced blood pressure. Tip: add spinach to smoothies, saute kale as a side dish, or swap iceberg lettuce for arugula in your salad for a powerful cardiovascular boost. Let's brighten things up with some naturally flavorful powerhouses: berries. Blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries aren't just delicious. They're packed with anthocyanins, the pigments that give them their deep, vibrant colors. These powerful antioxidants have been shown to support heart health in multiple ways. Anthocyanins help relax and protect blood vessels, improve their flexibility, lower blood pressure, and reduce inflammation in the arteries. They also help reduce LDL, or bad cholesterol levels, and improve overall lipid profiles. A meta-analysis of 41 clinical trials found that anthocyanin supplementation significantly improved cholesterol levels and other markers of cardiovascular health. And notably, a long-term study published in Circulation Journal found that women who consumed 3 or more servings of blueberries and strawberries per week had a 32% lower risk of heart attacks compared to those who ate them once a month or less. Tip: sprinkle them into oatmeal, blend into smoothies, mix into yogurt, or enjoy a fresh bowl on their own as a snack. Your heart will thank you. Not all fats are created equal. Healthy fats like extra virgin olive oil, avocados, and nuts are the good kind. They play a powerful role in protecting your heart. They raise your good HDL cholesterol and lower the bad LDL cholesterol. These fats are central to the Mediterranean diet and have been consistently linked to improved heart health. Numerous studies, including findings from the PREDIMED trial, show that diets rich in healthy fats reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. Also, recent studies, such as the CardioPrev trial, have demonstrated that this diet is more effective than a low-fat diet, in preventing major cardiovascular events. Additionally, a meta-analysis assessing the long-term impact of the Mediterranean diet on cardiovascular disease confirmed that it significantly reduces the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and cardiovascular mortality. These findings underscore the importance of incorporating healthy fats into your diet for long-term heart health. Tip: try a small handful of almonds. That's about an ounce, or roughly 23 almonds. Or give your salad a light gloss of olive oil, just enough to bring out the flavors without drowning the greens. It should enhance, not overwhelm. Now, when it comes to olive oil, don't overdo it. Less is more. Think of it as a gentle coat, not a heavy drizzle. You're not looking to soak the leaves, just giving them a heart-healthy finish. A good rule of thumb? About 1 teaspoon per serving. Keep in mind that the daily recommended amount is about 1 to 2 tablespoons, or 15 to 30 ml. Also, be sure to use extra virgin olive oil. Interested in a quick and balanced olive oil dressing? Here you go. Mix together 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of vinegar or lemon juice to brighten the flavor. Then add any extras you like. A little mustard or honey, a pinch of salt, black pepper, and maybe some garlic or herbs. You'll get a few portions out of this. Just use what you need and store the rest in the fridge for later. Give it a shake when ready to use it again. Simple, flavorful, and heart smart. Moving on, let's explore one of the best foods for your heart: fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, and mackerel aren't just flavorful. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, which are essential for heart health. These healthy fats help reduce inflammation throughout the body, including in the blood vessels, where chronic inflammation can lead to plaque buildup and atherosclerosis. Omega-3s also lower triglyceride levels, a type of fat in the blood, linked to increased heart disease risk. They can help stabilize heart rhythms, reduce blood clotting, and improve the flexibility of blood vessels, key factors in preventing heart attacks and strokes. The American Heart Association recommends eating fatty fish at least twice a week, citing strong evidence that omega-3s reduce the risk of sudden cardiac death, lower triglycerides, and improve overall cardiovascular function. Tip: grill or bake salmon for dinner. Top your toast with smoked mackerel, or toss canned sardines into a salad or pasta for a quick, heart-smart meal. Brown rice, quinoa, and oats. These whole grains are rich in fiber, which helps lower LDL cholesterol and support overall heart health. One key type of fiber, beta-glucan, found especially in oats and barley, forms a gel-like substance in the gut that binds to cholesterol-rich bile acids, helping flush them out of the body. This process encourages the body to draw more LDL cholesterol from the bloodstream to make new bile, gradually lowering your cholesterol levels. A review published in the BMJ found that higher whole grain intake was linked to a lower risk of heart disease and stroke. Tip: try starting your day with a hearty bowl of oatmeal or swap white rice for quinoa at dinner. It's a small change that can make a lasting difference. Adding to the list are legumes. Beans, lentils, and chickpeas are fiber-packed plant-based powerhouses that help regulate cholesterol and blood pressure. The soluble fiber in legumes binds to cholesterol-rich bile acids in your digestive tract, similar to how beta-glucan works in oats. This process helps remove them from the body, prompting the liver to use more LDL cholesterol from your blood to produce new bile acids, ultimately lowering your LDL levels. Plus, legumes have a low glycemic index and are rich in compounds like phytosterols and saponins. These two powerful plant compounds both help reduce cholesterol, but they work in different ways, kind of like two teammates with different game plans towards achieving the same goal. The end result? Less cholesterol making its way into your bloodstream. Here's how each one works. Phytosterols are plant compounds that look a lot like cholesterol. Because they're so similar, they compete with cholesterol in your gut for absorption. meaning less cholesterol gets into your bloodstream, which can help lower levels and support heart health. Saponins, on the other hand, bind to cholesterol and bile acids in your gut. This forms a complex your body can't absorb, so it's excreted. That forces your body to use more cholesterol to make new bile acids, helping bring levels down over time. A meta-analysis published in Clinical Nutrition found that regular legume consumption significantly reduces LDL cholesterol. Alright, since I just mentioned the glycemic index, let's quickly break down what that actually means, because understanding it can really help you make smarter food choices for your heart. The glycemic index, or GI, is a scale that ranks how quickly a carbohydrate-containing food raises your blood sugar levels. Foods are scored from 0 to 100. High GI foods like white bread or sugary snacks cause a rapid spike in blood sugar, which over time can contribute to insulin resistance, inflammation, and a higher risk of heart disease. On the other hand, low GI foods like oats, lentils, and most non-starchy vegetables lead to a slower, more steady rise in blood sugar, which is easier on your heart and overall metabolism. So, when we talk about choosing heart-healthy foods, keeping an eye on the glycemic index can be a useful guide, especially if you're trying to manage weight, diabetes, or reduce your cardiovascular risk. Tip: toss them into stews, soups, or whip up a hearty bean salad. They're easy, filling, and heart-friendly. Do eggs hurt your heart? That question has lingered for decades, as eggs have long been scrutinized for their cholesterol content. But recent research offers a more nuanced perspective. A comprehensive study published in the BMJ found no significant association between moderate egg consumption, up to 1 egg per day, and increased risk of cardiovascular disease in the general population. Similarly, another scoping review for the Nordic nutrition recommendations concluded that up to 1 egg per day is not linked to higher cardiovascular disease risk. However, it's important to note that while moderate egg consumption appears safe for most individuals, those with specific health conditions, such as diabetes or existing heart disease, should consult healthcare professionals for personalized dietary advice. On that note, don't shy away from enjoying 1 egg or 2, because eggs are a rich source of high-quality protein, vitamin B12, choline, and other essential nutrients that support overall health. Now, what many people overlook is that how eggs affect heart health depends not just on the egg itself, but on what you pair or eat with it. For example, pairing eggs with fiber-rich foods like leafy greens, oats, avocado, or beans can actually help reduce how much cholesterol your body absorbs. Tip: instead of a traditional bacon and eggs breakfast, choosing a veggie omelet with whole grain toast or oatmeal on the side can turn eggs into a much more heart-friendly option. While it's important to focus on heart-healthy foods, it's also helpful to know which ones can be detrimental to your heart health. So let's take a closer look at some of the top offenders. Foods that may seem harmless or even convenient, but can quietly work against your heart over time. First up, processed meats, such as bacon, sausages, hot dogs, and deli meats. These might be flavorful, but they're often high in sodium, saturated fats, and preservatives like nitrates, compounds linked to higher risks of heart disease, high blood pressure, and certain cancers. Large-scale studies, including one published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology, have found that frequent consumption of processed meats is associated with a significantly increased risk of cardiovascular events. So what can you do instead? Try limiting processed meats and choosing heart-healthier options, like grilled or baked skinless poultry, such as chicken or turkey breast, lean cuts of unprocessed meat in moderation, and low-sodium roasted turkey or chicken slices that are minimally processed. For those who avoid meat entirely, great options include lentil or black bean patties, tofu or marinated tempeh, grilled mushroom-based bacon or deli slices, hummus, avocado, or nut-based spreads for sandwiches. Also consider chickpeas or lentil salad as a protein-rich filling. Tip: build your meals around whole, minimally processed ingredients. A sandwich with hummus, roasted veggies, and leafy greens offers plenty of flavor and heart-friendly nutrients. No deli meat required. Moving on to refined sugars. Sodas, candies, pastries, many packaged snacks, and even seemingly healthy foods like flavored yogurts are packed with added sugars, often in refined forms, that can spike blood sugar levels, contribute to insulin resistance, and promote weight gain, all of which increase the risk of heart disease. High sugar intake is also linked to chronic inflammation, which can damage blood vessels over time. A study published in JAMA Internal Medicine found that people who consumed 17 to 21% of their daily calories from added sugar had a 38% higher risk of dying from cardiovascular disease compared to those who kept their intake below 10%. Better options? Choose whole fruits for natural sweetness, or try snacks sweetened with dates or applesauce. Alternatively, you can opt for a touch of honey or maple syrup. Tip: swap sugary beverages for infused water, unsweetened herbal tea, or sparkling water with a splash of citrus. Trans fats found in some fried foods, baked goods, and certain margarines can raise LDL, bad cholesterol, and lower HDL, good cholesterol, significantly increasing your risk of heart disease. Although largely phased out in many countries, they may still appear in some processed products, under disguised names like partially hydrogenated oils. Another major culprit? Excess sodium, commonly found in packaged foods, processed meats, canned soups, and fast food, can raise blood pressure, a major risk factor for heart attack and stroke. Excess sodium isn't just a personal health issue, it's a global one. A New England Journal of Medicine study estimated that reducing sodium intake could prevent up to 1.65 million cardiovascular-related deaths worldwide each year. A World Health Organization report further emphasized the scale of this problem, linking 1.89 million deaths annually to excessive sodium consumption. Together, these findings highlight the urgent need for sodium reduction to protect heart health globally. What are better options, you might ask? For a healthier fat intake, focus on sources like olive oil, avocados, nuts, and seeds. For sodium, opt for fresh, minimally processed foods and cook with herbs, spices, lemon, or garlic instead of salt. Tip: read ingredient lists closely. Even foods labeled as healthy may contain hidden trans fats or excess sodium. Now that you know which heart-healthy foods to focus on, here are some practical tips to help you bring them into your routine. It doesn't have to be complicated, just intentional. Start your day right by swapping sugary cereals for a hearty bowl of oatmeal, topped with berries and a sprinkle of flax seeds. It's a heart-healthy breakfast that fuels you with fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats. It also helps stabilize your blood sugar, keeps you fuller longer, while supporting your heart health. When it comes to snacking, convenience doesn't have to mean compromise. Chips and cookies might be easy, but you can choose snacks that are just as convenient and better for your heart. Go for a handful of mixed nuts, a piece of fruit, or some carrot sticks with hummus. These options keep your energy stable and your heart supported. Heart-healthy eating doesn't have to mean a complete overhaul, just a few smart swaps. Even small changes can lead to big improvements. For example, try replacing butter with olive oil, white bread with whole grain, and sugary drinks with water or herbal teas. These swaps reduce saturated fats, increase fiber, and lower your sugar intake without sacrificing taste. Small changes, big difference. Preparing your meals ahead of time can help you stay on track during busy days. Cook a batch of brown rice, roast some vegetables, or portion out lentils at the start of the week. That way, healthy meals come together quickly, and you're less likely to rely on processed foods. Colorful fruits and vegetables aren't just pretty. They're packed with antioxidants and heart-loving nutrients. Aim to fill half your plate with produce like leafy greens, bell peppers, berries, or beets to keep your meals vibrant and nourishing. Even when you're eating away from home, you can make choices that support your heart. Look for grilled instead of fried foods. Choose dishes with veggies or whole grains, and ask for sauces or dressings on the side. Small adjustments like these add up without feeling restrictive. Heart health isn't built in a day. It's shaped by the choices we make, one meal at a time. Whether you're aiming to prevent heart disease or recovering from surgery, nutrition remains one of your most powerful allies. But here's the key. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Every small shift, swapping out refined grains, adding more leafy greens, choosing water over soda, adds up over time. Heart health is a lifelong journey, not a single decision. And every step you take toward nourishing your body is a step toward a stronger, healthier future. I hope this video helped shine a light on how the foods you eat can support your heart. Remember, even small changes can make a big difference over time. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it with someone who could benefit too. Let me know in the comments below. What's your go-to heart-healthy food? I'd love to hear what's working for you. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, take care of that amazing heart of yours, 'cause it's the only one you've got.